I done told all my friends that I'm starting a movement to get my show back and my old cartooning, taking my family back home to the...
Welcome back to my book channel. My name is Lady Lauren Explorer. Today, I am feeling so much better than I have the past couple of days in Texas. It has been freezing with very, very heavy flurries that turned to ice. So we've been in the house, and then I got sick, and then my roommate got sick. So I am finally feeling okay to talk. My throat's not on fire anymore. But while I was sick, I did read some books for a few hours, and then I was like, I need to go to sleep. But the first book that I read and finished was The Forgotten Wife by Christina Michelle. This is what you would expect from a title called The Forgotten Wife. It is well, not really. It's basically a marriage of convenience that has infidelity in it, but not the infidelity that you think it has. So we have our heroine. Mina isn't conventionally beautiful. That's what people say. She's not like her other sisters, who are the ones that most guys like. So she's not that. She also she doesn't believe in love. She believes in romance because she is a romance author, but she's not looking out for this hopeless romantic love where a knight in shining armor will come and save her from whatever situation she's in. And her father is asking her to have a marriage between a business partner of his that wants to help with the business. Basically, they're doing a merge. And so how their merge would be for her and the business partner's son to be married. And that business partner's son is Samuel. So this merger isn't really needed by her father. He is going through litigations because his ex-business partner was horrible and took a whole bunch of their money and has been on the run, and he is now getting some of his money back. But he doesn't want his business to be sold or bought out by someone if he doesn't have to. He wants to have a legacy. But since he doesn't have any sons and none of the daughters want to take care of it, he would sell it to the person who is going to be his future business partner, the merger. So yeah, then he's going to retire after his business partner's son becomes the CEO for both companies, and then they both fathers will retire and live happily ever after in this retirement. But Mina is like, no. Do you know who this guy is? Let me look him up. And she looks up Samuel, and he is wildin'. It's crazy what she finds on Instagram and all his escapades going on. And at first she was okay with this until he had a problem. So she's at this lawyer's office. It's her, the lawyer for her father, and the lawyer for Samuel's business. They're all talking about signing this document. And so she's like, okay, well, let me look through it. And the lawyer's like, can't you follow instructions? And she's like, why would I sign something I never read? That's bad business. So she's reading it, and then she realizes well, Samuel's not here. You know what? I don't need this. I don't need to sign this. I don't need this at all. If he's not going to be here, then I don't need this. And so Samuel's lawyer is just trying to get in contact with Samuel. But she already knows where Samuel was last night because there's pictures. So her father walks in, Samuel and his father walks in, and Samuel looks like he is hung over to the moon, because he is. And she's like, I'm not marrying you. And he's like, why not? I wouldn't marry you anyway, but why wouldn't you marry me? And then she puts out this her iPad, and she's just swiping through pictures from Instagram that were screenshotted, that got taken down by Instagram because it was too much. And it's him getting sucked off, him snorting coke off a stripper's boobs, him just engaging in all kinds of like horribly scandalous situations for a guy that's about to get married in like a couple days. So yeah, she's like, no, like that's a fool for me to do this. Like, I would never, no one would believe that we were going to get married or we were in a relationship or in love to get married because of these pictures. No. And my mother sent me these pictures, my sister sent me these pictures, and my nanny, who I haven't seen for years, sent me these pictures because she heard that I was going to get married to you. So she walks out, and Samuel like goes after her, and he's just trying to like kind of plead his case. Some things happen, and it does not work out in his favor at all, until something happens to her, and she realizes that she's getting betrayed all these times, like a lot of times by men that she's supposed to be one with, have a relationship with, trust with her well-being, sexually, mentally, and just her overall spirit. And they are just letting her down left, right, and center, besides her father. She decides that she's going to marry Samuel. And what happens is a lot of like craziness that like implies that there's going to be some infidelity that happens, but like it never does. Like, something always happens to Samuel in his situation that makes the infidelity not go through. I will say that there was a time in this book that there was infidelity. There's like a kiss, but like that's it. It's basically like her being not insecure because what she's feeling is valid, because he even told her while they were like, before they got married and after they got married, that, you know, before they got married, he was like, I will be having other relationships. And she just told him, if he has other relationships, then please be discreet. Don't make a fool out of me. He gets into situations out of his controls, mostly, where it is implied that he is doing the dirt on her. And she's just sitting there with like the other end of the stick, wondering like, wow, the relationship I thought I went into knowing that this wasn't real, and for him to just like break his promises like this is crazy. I don't want this anymore. But yeah, this was really, really good. I gave it a 4.25. I would reread this, but it's not enough angst for me, and there wasn't a lot of infidelity, like actually like infidelity. There's a whole bunch of drama, especially with his family, mainly his father and his grandfather, but other than that, it's just basically him being in situations that could be or lead to cheating, but it doesn't ever happen besides that one time, and everyone perceives it to be him cheating. So yeah, it's thick though. It's almost 500. It's 439, and I did enjoy it. It's not rage-inducing, but you feel frustrated because of the miscommunication they keep having, or mainly on his part, because she's going into this knowing that he will eventually have a relationship with someone not her. And I do consider this a slow burn because they don't have any kind of like penetrative sex until like the very end. there is like buildup of like sexual tension, but it's like to the very end, like the last maybe 50 pages, 20 pages is them actually having sex. So like this is a slow burn, even though he is a playboy and she has her needs satisfied by someone else, but everything is implied. So nothing actually happens. But yeah, so this was again a 4.25, and I am glad that I read this. I wish that there was a second book. I know there's supposed to be, but it hasn't been shown or heard about. And I think this book came out in like 2020, so I don't know if there will ever be a second book in the series, but yeah. My name is Lady Lauren Explorer. I post a video Monday, Wednesday, Friday, sometimes Sunday, so please be subscribed to me so you'll get the notification of when the next video will be out or when I'm posting my shorts. I hope you will have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!